Hey, what's going on, guys? Shane here with Vince the Anomaly. What's up, guys? So a couple weeks back, we talked about the switch kick and how to do it. In this video, I want to talk about different concepts and ways that you can use it so that you can land it in sparring and in competition. Let's take a look. Okay, so when we're throwing the switch kick, I can just blast it on its own, but it does take time. People can see the shuffle and they can defend accordingly. So the first thing that we're gonna do is just work behind the jab. I'm throwing the jab, right? Now what I like about this is when I throw the jab, I can shuffle at the same time. So he may be blinded, he may blink for a split second, and that's when the shuffle happens, and then boom, I can blast the kick. So once again, I'm working the jab, boom, the shuffle happens on the kick, and then I can fire it off. Now another thing that you can do here too is if Vince is maybe less parrying and more so kind of evading or taking his head off the center line going out this way, he's moving into my kick, right? And this also works really well against the ring, against the cage, right? So if I got him here and he's trying to create that angle out there, I can hurt him with the kick and get him back towards the center, or he's just going to dip right into it, boom, and I'm going to catch him right on the head with the kick. Now, when we're doing this, you notice I'm going high up on the arms. Now, in the first video, we talked about you can go to the head, I can go to the ribs, I can go to the legs, but when you're going against a heavy puncher, someone who's really relying on throwing their hands, I can shut down those punches with these kicks. So I'm really just gonna blast. I'm gonna go for power, I'm gonna go for speed, and I'm aiming, like I said, high up on the shoulder here. The reason why I don't go lower is because he can catch it. He can scoop it, boom, and then he's got my leg, right? So whether it's Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA, I don't want him to catch my leg, right? So I'm gonna go a little bit higher. It's near impossible now for him to catch that, and I'm gonna be smashing on the forearms, all right? So boom, coming up right here. I can also shuffle out a little bit and create this angle out this way, even harder for him to catch it now when I start creating that angle. All right, so now I'm working it behind the jab. I'm creating a little bit of an angle. I'm doing damage to his arms. All of these you want to work in when you're working the switch kick. Now the third one is checking and countering. Now this is Muay Thai 101. Vince throws a kick, I check, and I counter back with a kick of my own. So he throws a right kick, I check, I put this foot down, and then right away I blast a kick back, same side. So if you're training at a Muay Thai gym, you're probably gonna learn this within the first week. Check, return, same side. So one more time, he throws it, boom, and I'm right back, trying to get my points back. When you do this, one way that you can trick them up, I learned this doing a seminar with Ogden Topic, is double the shuffle up. So he throws the kick, I go here, maybe I've been doing this a couple of times, but I freeze here, and then I switch and I go to this side. Because if Vince sees that I just continue to counter with the same side, he's gonna start to defend. He's gonna throw his kick, and he's gonna lift his leg right back up to check. Boom, now I can go to this side, I can go to the legs, go to the side that's available, that's open. Okay, the next one is, how does Vince defend against this? If I throw this kick, and maybe he is that heavy puncher, they usually go with the 3-point block, and then they fire off that right hand, right? Hips are loaded up, I go here, and then boom, right, and he catches me with that right hand. So I do want to stand my ground, but with this kick, what I love about it is it's versatile and I can retreat, I can move back on it. So I'm trying to keep him in my kicking range, which is going to be a little bit longer than his right hand range. If he doesn't move, I can hit him, he can't hit me. So he has to take a step in. Well, if when he does that, I retreat, I'm still in my kicking range. So I'm here, I throw the kick, he throws it, I back up, and then I can fire off another one. So let's go a little bit faster here. Here. You can double it up, you can go to the head, you can go to the bodies, you can level change, all right? So start to fade back, start to practice with that. And that can just be if someone's stepping in on you, right? And I'm just taking this foot and I gotta just retreat a little bit. So if he's walking me down, I'm still backing up, he's coming into my range, and then I can just continue to spam that kick if I want, okay? Like I said, change the level up too. Don't always go to the arms, sometimes go to the head, sometimes go to the legs, but you have different options. The next one is catching and passing. So if Vince throws a switch kick of his own, I'm gonna catch underneath. So I'm gonna keep this hand exactly where it's at. This arm's gonna come underneath, catch. I'm gonna sit back to pass it through, and then I'm just gonna fire another one of my own. So he throws it, boom, I catch, I scoop underneath, I let go, and then right away, I'm in a position to land one. Okay, so he does it, boom, I catch, I sit back to pass the leg. He's in a position now, boom, to take a nice kick from me. All right, now next one is going to be changing the tempo up. So with every one of these I talked about blasting, right? Really putting a lot of power, a lot of steam on these kicks. But what you can do is change the tempo up and delay the kick. So we're fighting, right? He thinks he's got my rhythm figured out. I go here and I hold for a split second. Maybe he lifts his leg up to check. Maybe he goes for the 3-point block. And then when his foot goes down, that's when I fire it off. So in real time, it would look like this. Boom, right? Boom, and that's another one. I kind of like delay the actual kick itself. So I'll bring it like it's coming, and then I'll snap it a little bit more. So this is the case for any technique that you do, not just the switch kick. You can delay the tempo and then just sort of slow it down. When someone goes to parry a jab, you know, I'll throw slow motion jabs against people and they catch them. They're like, why did that land? And it's just because they went like that, like a normal parry, but it's just a different speed, right? Like, so I'm slowing down my jab, boom, and I'll land it. So it's something to experiment with. Give it a try. So with all of these, once you start landing these different concepts, then you can start to manipulate your opponent. So once you've earned the respect with the switch kick, then you can start to use the shuffle as a technique of its own. So I'm here, I go here, exactly, and that's what I want. Now I got the switch stance, I can go with the uppercut, I can go with the switch hook, I can go into that southpaw stance, I can fire something else off. So once you've earned the respect by actually landing the kick over and over again with all the different techniques that we talked about, then you can start to use the shuffle as a feint to set up your next attack. All right, guys, the switch kick, one of my favorite kicks, very versatile, very different ways that you can use it in competition, different ranges, and it sets up a lot of different things. Like I said, you can shut down punchers with this kick. You just got to keep them in your range. So practice it, rep it out, master it, make it one of your favorite tools to use in a fight. Until then, be sure to check out Vince, links in the description below for his Instagram, and subscribe to get the fight tips before your opponent does. I'm Shane.
Vince the Anomaly.
Fight tips for the underdogs.